Welcome to Mindset Monday. I'm Amanda De Silva, and in this week's video, I want to share with you how you can become more consistent with your daily habits and routine, even when you are tired and busy. So, the most challenging part of sticking with a daily routine and having these daily goals is the consistency of them and planning that into your day. It's so difficult to do this if you are uninspired, you're demotivated, or you're totally overwhelmed with life, the things you have to do, or whatever that might be. And if you're adding these consistent habits on top of everything, you might feel completely overwhelmed, and this is not achievable. But breaking it down into the things that actually matter and looking at the strategy in order to maintain consistency and do the things that you can, but with consistency, is half the battle. So the first thing I want you to think about is your mindset. And I always talk about this, but when you have that negative self-talk and you say that you cannot do certain things, that is not going to help push you forward. That's not going to help you maintain consistency. And so having daily reminders and goals and things that are put in front of you, maybe a post-it note or whatever that might be, a daily reminder on your phone that will bing and tell you that everything is happening around you as it should and that you are truly blessed, even the challenges that come your way. You're developing a greater, more positive mindset so that you can overcome anything that steps in your way. The second thing that I want you to think about is to be intentional and make sure you take ownership of your day. So that rolls into the mindset. If you've already pre-planned and you have your list of, say, 5 or 6 things that you want to accomplish, you're more likely to achieve a more consistent daily routine because you set that up at specific times each day, possibly. Or maybe you just have those 5 or 6 things that you want to be consistent on. I suggest you start with 1 or 2. As I said, you don't want to create overwhelm and build too much into your already existing day. At the same time, when you have challenges or other obstacles that come your way, by having this consistency and having a daily schedule and a daily routine that leads to daily habits, this will keep you prepared for days, months, and years to come. So it's that consistency and taking ownership of whatever it is that you want to make sure that that you're doing. And the third thing is that you want to make sure that you are not multitasking. Now, I am the best of the best multitasker, but I actually have to whittle that back and focus on one thing at a time because I'm more productive and I'm in that zone of thinking, and so I have better flow in my day if I'm not pushed in a whole bunch of different directions. So I put my phone on silent, or I put my phone in a whole nother area. Or if it is with my family or my kids, I actually have on the back of my door a lovely traffic sign. So go, stop, and post-it notes so they know if I'm making a video, they cannot interrupt me. And there are certain times of the day where I cannot possibly be interrupted unless there is a fire or an absolute emergency that needs to be attended to. So making sure that you're not multitasking, because when you've got that creativity and you've got that flow going, you get so much more done and you're so much more productive. And finally, what I would like for you to do, and something that I have most recently done and did not do in the past, is to make sure you build a margin of time in your schedule for downtime. And I have been guilty of not doing that myself. And downtime doesn't have to be considered laziness, where you're just lying on a couch watching Netflix. Mind you, that can be enjoyable downtime too. But it's not laziness. It's building things in so that you have the time to reflect and to think and to relax and give your brain a rest, give your body a rest, finding things that are enjoyable that you can also take part in. Because if you schedule everything to a T, which is what I used to do, you would just fly from one thing to the next. And it causes for overwhelm, it causes for brain overload, and it's a necessity to make sure that you have some time built into your schedule. And I don't mean build in 8 hours, but say 15 minutes, half an hour before bed, an hour before bed, and try to make that a routine so that it's a consistent daily routine that you look forward to. All right, so that downtime is essential. So what's the takeaway? Keep in mind that your daily routine is not just something that you check off your to-do list. It's much more than that. It's improving your life and improving the lives of others around you, because when you're less scattered and frazzled, you are more present and you're more aware and you're able to give more to other people because you've given to yourself. So make sure that you are accountable to yourself, that you are intentional in your actions, and that you make sure that you give yourself some time to breathe. If you like this Mindset Monday, make sure that you click the link below to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you're alerted each week when I upload new videos. Or as well, go to my website at www.amanda-desilva.com/newsletter so that you can sign up for my newsletter and blog that accompanies this video each week. And I'd love to have you in my community. Thanks for listening.